Hey guys, MTDH here, and welcome back to the Secret of Evermore Self-Imposed Challenge playthrough. Last time we were able to get into the castle, and after a little complication, and by little I mean going through two mazes, we were able to get White Queen's Secret to sign us a mission to go to apparently commit genocide. They think. Also, White Queen's Secret. White Queen's Secret got private handed a smelly creature and told him to bust up. What next, White Queen's Secret? You'll make dogs cost less so that they'd be treated like pawns in chess? God, that would be stupid. What kind of game rebalancing would that involve? Just. So the only thing worth mentioning besides what I'm doing right now is that the doors in the castle's east wing into the locked-in rooms requires the Queen's Key, and there are sniff locations with similar quantity handling books to those two in the swamp. Yeah, of course, none of the chests and none of the chests even hold copies. The best you can get is, I believe, honey. It doesn't matter. You can look up the wiki for details. Anyway, I'm going to show off this glitch. You've not seen anything. You've seen special things exhibition of oddities. A ghost woman. Take it to the entertainment technical hole. Set you back one amulet of annihilation. Hey, I'll take it. Thank you so much. The exhibition is at the north end of the alley to the west. Enjoy the show. We're sold out. You got the last ticket. Yeah, glitch. That's why I brought along the extra amulet of annihilation. But anyway, dogs are not treated in the market. Not even sacred dogs. Yeah, sure. Sacred dogs. That's a Novelia thing, not Gothica. So yeah, going back to the castle because that's where we need to go. And sorry, I'm having to delve into politics as usual. And as a disclaimer before I talk about everything else, this is more to point out that common sense points do not promote unity. I haven't forgotten when Lucario, the anime superhero forum, censored my criticism of Funimation, calling out their underlying hypocrisy. I haven't forgotten how in California, and especially the San Francisco Yay area, would leave my parents' house to rot. I haven't forgotten when rights advocates proved willing to subscribe to political overcorrection, even when it is just asking for problems down the road. And I definitely haven't forgotten how girls have proven time and again how arbitrarily they will be to me, to the point of calling me that weirdo. That last one, by the way, ties into what I'm going to display. What do I have to display? Look, Private Andrew, a puppet show! This reminds me of the classic Memphis and Double Sleeves. The Show of Life. By Billy Shakespeare begins, and definitely not William Shakespeare. Woe be woman, whose fate it is to serve. May thy tongue shrivel, that it use such falsehoods. But does not a man pull thy strings? We are all but puppets of greater powers. Puppets, as in the show of life? Truly, first thought. Draw wide the curtains. And woman, are thy lines scripted? In that I can be no one but myself? I can say only my lines. Dear God, full sad to be so constrained. Dear God, it is I who feel thee. Thine own role in fate has ever been written, while mine own changes with each breath. Yeah, though puppet I be, it is so faith and love that pulls my strings. Women, mine ears do sting from thy tongue. I shall away in search of easier folly. Wow. Wow. Oh, no, I'm just waiting for something to happen. Come on. After 2 loops. Private Andrew, let's get moving. This ain't good. Stuff makes my brain spin. Oh, there we go. Yeah. You rarely... I don't think many players ever see that dialogue. Puppet funny, love watching puppets. Good dog busy watching show. Doggy puppet funny. Oh, buddy. Yeah, the king's in a trance. God, Sir Donald, run! Yeah, we can't interrupt the show. So, yeah. The commentary about women's lines being scripted is what gets to me, and why I would save this for a newer part. Because I'm wanting to do my own story work that will be about, what else? Knights. Particularly about the romanticization of knights, and that would inevitably involve the opposite sex. And one key aspect would be about a female being notably nicer, not to allow the standard operating procedure, hero gets the girl ending. Of course, the lady in question has enough risk of having to have particular dialogue for her character. An irony with her personality, I'll let you guess that naturally. I just think scripting still becomes necessary to have a baseline for a character, even when they're supposed to show what does work about free will. Keep in mind that I first saw the Man Love ending scene standalone, the one where Harley Quinn was being tended to by Arkham's staff, and had a reflection about Joker, interrupted by Joker's little flower. And I immediately recognized the flower as the domestic abuser's tactic that it was. No need for knowing surrounding context like how Harl got tossed out a second-story window. And yes, the surrounding context still has to remember that Harl's moral compass is busted. To have her be a criminal pig for hired help from the start, even if we ignore the comic-exclusive detail of how she got her college grades. She's still somebody who was perfectly content with letting Joker and Ivy hurt James Gordon, Harvey Bullock, Charlie Collins, Sidney Sid the Squid Debris, Carl Francis, Thomas Jackson, Janet Van Dorn, Hamilton Hill, Bruce Wayne, Jack Ryder, Tim Drake, and there may be others who I missed. And you wanna know why I feel? I feel that songs like that make the whole thing more tragic. That's the question I pose to the gaming community, with Rome Mistral and his user base being the flagrant example of the day. Rome Mistral might not seem that bad, but the very reasons for as much is what makes it more aggravating when it's complained about repeat blackouts as me I was making public remarks about my parents' house. If not for him, pretending vaguely hostile toward me from the start. And then he plays the my family card. Yeah, try again when I don't have to fight back against family members in the first place. You don't show big hostility towards me, and then use your actions to portray me as worse than the sort of scumbags who will say, kill yourself to whoever they damn well please, all because you want to be arbitrary! Oh, and by the way, about the vents. This looks dangerous. I better avoid these things. Hey, Private Xander, don't go near the edge. Not that the fan base is better either. That's the reason I had requested before the Red Cross that the $320 that I donated with victims of the recent tornado disaster with Texas in mind to be kept private in general. Because yeah, I didn't want to do any open apologizing at all. Because yeah, that recent disaster, that would have been responsible for the blackouts, I don't doubt it. Even then, I'm coming out about that anyway to make a point about how trolls only care about dealing enough damage to leave everybody in agony, just for laughs. Or else I'd have been turned into the troll's puppet by Rome Mistral himself. They're sycophantic. The fan base's sycophantic apathy just has them only care about cheap humor, even if they have to resort to one-upsmanship contest to get it, devoid of the same human decency that I tried appealing to. So let me get this straight. Rome Mistral is cursed because he has to deal with a few blackouts. And the blackouts don't even cut off his ability to communicate online. But when I had to fight family members about an abandoned house, with my dad's ashes buried within a god-awful mess, a house that I even recently discovered has a bullet hole in one of the front windows, the proper response should be good. Excuse me? That's double standards at its finest. And I know how the Gothica arc ends, and let me tell you, it's exactly what will have in sort of a better resolution than what is around. That's not a threat either, it's just a little more than a prediction. All I'm doing is fighting back. The worst part is when there isn't a reasonable outcome to work with either. Rome Mistral could have his own "my god, what have I done" moment, or simply be denounced, but neither would change his fan base's own loads, which will just cause problems elsewhere when they get to continue, maybe subdued, but definitely unaddressed all over again. Even if both him and the fan base have their own "my god, what have I done" moment collectively, the damage is still done by their excuse making. And if I'm not seeing them care about the George Floyd issue, I'm not going to see them have that much about anything worthwhile anyway. Oh, and yes, I do agree that too many police are problematic and the George Floyd issue is proving as much. I'm just having to make a point about my $320 donation to also punctuate that we should understand how we fight back against the likes of the Buffalo PD-59. But as scary as the riots are to potentially catch my parents' house in crossfire, it's still worth calling out the gaming communities and making their own choice to be just as nasty as the oppressive police. Because Double M, who has been talking with me about the George Floyd issue as of late, has also brought up a good explanation for gaming culture being a god-awful mess. Japan itself having busted culture issues via an excessive regard to rewarding power, which also explains why Nintendo, which is predominantly Japanese, would make their message about the George Floyd issue so generic. not exactly what you expect from the company, what was it, that saved the gaming industry from the '83 crash. Especially when said company is supposed to have a kid-friendly image. And Japan becomes interested in power plays. Hey, found something. Because they feel oppressed after the atomic bomb mess in World War II. Which was from 1945. Come on. Kidicker's uprising is the poster child of why this is such an issue. Because even if it wouldn't necessarily, Kidicker's uprising had resources overcommitted to an advertisement campaign that indirectly allowed for the me versus screenshot incident, rather than providing a cleaner balance to the game. Because even if it wouldn't necessarily have helped players to know that Pisces Heel unconditionally uses a center space, thereby having the trade-off Pisces Heel combination immediately contradict the female box shape. That's, for reference, that would be energy charge level 1, homing boost level 3, or quick charge level 3. Even after having, well, I can point out even after having made a post exceeding 10,000 words about the game's handling of mighty glaciers, I still find yet more reason to praise the power system because I'm showing that not using armor powers out of practical reason is basically involving the game rewarding me for walking into the arena of base unconditional flinching with my head held high. These are good ideas from Japan. Why aren't Japan stamping on them? Instead, they would undermine the reason to actually salute them. That provides the perfect analogy with Romitra, really. That we gamers could be better. We should be better. But that just doesn't happen even when it needs to. And it shows when somebody... It should be functioning well as a muse, which is to be too stereotypical by that standard as a gamer who's from Texas. A red state that is already known for both dismissing relevant evidence and legalizing murder. Of course, problems far from begin or end with Romitra, because even though he still made his own choices, he is still a symptom of the same culture responsible for the cross assault incident. Oh, and that mushroom is in the correct place. Of course, but anyway, even though Romitra still made his choices, he's still a symptom of the same culture responsible for the cross assault incident. I don't know which one takes precedence, but they're both problematic all the same, and it's all added up at this point. If you're wondering why I haven't said as much about the George Floyd issue, it's that mess has black and black. Sorry, I only realized when the wording when writing this. Evil versus evil issues within the living parties. Oh, and yeah, glitch with the spawn snip location. Yeah, snip location. The wiki actually covers how even using cheats won't let you access it. Probably some overflow issue with the mapping. Anyway. But yeah, the George Floyd issue is evil versus evil issues within the living party. Simple as that. And it all has to do with simple systematic problems that lead to the racism to begin with. Take a look at my parents' house. The bureaucracy eliminating any solution gets to the point where I have to mention on public video about various details, not the least of which is politics involving a gang-kicker staff worker at a disability daycare center. A point where people should recognize that yes, there's a problem that they have allowed to develop. At least I can work with my intelligence, my pathway to choices, to clarify my stance, to make it clear that I wouldn't deserve to be tarred with the same road that would be used against either the likes of Trump and his regime, or the political correction extremists like Lucario, who don't care who gets caught in a crossfire. But what do I know? I'm just that weirdo. Because girls say so, like the perfect little angels that they are. Because surely they would never consider backstabbing each other or others. I just... Moving on! Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how coherent that was. I hope I got it just at least. I wouldn't be surprised if people take my commentary the wrong way. I mean, like, people keep seeking excuses! At least I have the annotation for. At least I'll have the description showcase when the boss fight starts. Yeah, this is going to be a while. And it didn't even, and it wasn't even some coherent terrain either. What do you mean I can't carry any more water? Game! Why am I having enough water for? Yeah, those don't count. I have so much water I don't know what to do with it all. Besides, all that healing is useless. I'm already at full HP. Oh, you found something. And I'm surprised that Ash wasn't behind a shield. Background shield, as the case may be. Oh, hi there. I don't want to talk with you yet. Actually, I'm going to break my... I'm going to take an honesty penalty to my honesty virtue, because spoiling it right now. Yeah. In joke on what happened in my Quest of the Avatar playthrough. And there's something in the chair. Behind the curtain. At least they're not in freaking lava. Brimstone, I remembered that. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Going through that door, it's just a proof of concept, really. Did you do it? Did you do it, boy? Oh, something in behind the bookcase roots. Nature or taking everything. Acorns. You could find something there. Please tell me that's all the water. Take a while. Oh, here we go. Oh, right, I should check these vents out. Hey, private ladder, get away from there. I can't see the bottom. I better avoid these vents. She's gone now. I'm not really sure even how to deal with it yet. This is a guy you want to be mindful about talking to a bit. Here, Chocobo, my right foresight Claire pulled down one of the heat vents. No way. I haven't seen her or my skeleton piece since. I haven't seen it. Blink. Come on, man. Look through the vents. Look for your wife first. Yeah, that's the problem. This guy, I don't know if he ever looks for his wife. You're only able to provide him the Queen's key, and the problem is, when you turn in the Queen's key, once you exit the screen, you become completely unable to enter any rooms where you needed to open a door. And yeah, that's a problem because Only this room and this room stay accessible. The room with that guy becomes inaccessible after leaving the screen once you turn in the Queen's Key. The reason you'd want to do it would be to get an alchemy formula. Also some temporary alchemy services. And I do mean temporary, and those services don't even provide anything unique. But anyway, I'm showing off this proof of concept. These are stairs leading to where else? The dungeon. Yeah, the door's no longer locked. Now that we're free, and we get run of the castle, which oddly doesn't add up. Maids show up anymore. I don't get it. Why do the maids no longer show up ever in the game? So now it's time for the chest maze. And we have a new enemy. See if we can take up there. Here we go, the Skull Claw, which is basically a palette swap of the Bone Buzzard, and they're so much stronger. Just come on. Come on, show me your power. Hit me! Hit me, you idiots. You don't have a problem. There we go, they dealt a whopping 0 damage. Bitch. What? 0 damage? Yeah, I do have one. Yeah, I do have 203 defense, Power of the Desert at 189. It's all things, for me, it's all things to the second tier equipment, but still! Then again, they do still have their unconditional flinching to be annoying. I'd rather tend to hurt before doing anything. These guys are rejects! I mean, once I take care of everything on the screen, I can just as easily use the screen for weapon training. Seriously! I mean, yeah, they're annoying. They're always going to be annoying, but 1 damage? And if you're wondering, Skull Claws have 90 HP instead of, I believe, 40. Not that it matters. 1 damage at this point in the game. Ah, too early. Didn't double swipe. Not that it mattered. It would have hit anyway. I really should. You are so annoying. Thank you, Private Addict. Oh, you wouldn't wave an arrow. Oh, thanks. Got some money. Yeah, as per the warning, as you advance through the region, you would want to make sure your affairs are handled. Just saying. I mean, okay, that's because, yes, White Queen Secret is the evil twin. So, This will take a while because I want to clear out as many bone buzzards as I... Or not bone buzzards, skull claws. How can I make such an amateur mistake with the mix-up? I want to clear out these bone buzzards. Okay, I got one. Private Header. Oh, there we go. Private Header got the other one. Oh, clipped him. Nice. Oh, you would do hit it. Oh, you would do bait and run shenanigans. Ah, this time that was just me using the level 3 attack. Oh, got him! Just before the meter filled up and forced me to use the level 3 attack. I like using the axe, so satisfying to use. How could the axe have been rebalanced? I mean, I know Secret of Evermore is a 3 megabyte game with little RAM space that Oh, you would move away. Get out of here. Oh, and it looks like I should be able to move south, but the soccer tree's hiding in the blockade. Zero damage. Seriously. Then you just drop unconditional flinching. Oh, and this is where the drawbridge to Ebon Keep would be if it wasn't raised. We'll see as much later. Thorns that look like lava. Come on. Well, I got one. The problem is that these things still want to be annoying with the unconditional flinching. I mean, they wouldn't be noteworthy otherwise. That's the thing, they rely on cheating hitboxes with the unconditional flinching. And I leveled up. I hear flapping. Okay, Private Edward, you owned him. Advance further yet. I mean, I could, but... Oh, something in the software change. Oh, yes, there was. A nice glitch. Nice graphical glitch game. And I must remember that little form... main part of the chessboard. We can go bet there's a boss battle there. As long as the roots are on the tree and not in a volcano. Yes, I know the secret of Evermore. But that one time. Is it on the other side? No. Maybe that circles back to pine ingredient. Come on. Anything up with the skull claws. Anything I should need to. Okay. Come on. Oh, you found something. Oh, here we go. Mushrooms. Nothing on the drawbridge. Or what the drawbridge would be. I should point out that the boss that's upcoming is actually easy. Because here's FootKnight, who basically just moves around. He moves diagonally, then cardinal. He switches between diagonal and cardinal. It's a reference to the L movement of knights in chess. Yeah, obviously. And yeah, enough. I mean, FootKnight tries to lunge at you, but that's all he really does. Really, he has no spells. He does have decent defense, but I mean, it does work at deterring you from just using one charge attacks. Yeah, why didn't he have 320 defense? Why did he have only 200 defense? Yeah, passage opens up when you defeat FootKnight. Yeah. Mummy Cat's at 240 defense, so I think it's silly for FootKnight to not have 200 physical defense. That's a gimmick animal has. Healing at that, getting post-boss victory healing. I think it's silly for. I think it's silly for a fully plated threat to have less physical defense, to shrug off light attacks less easily than a gimmick animal. I think that's silly. I mean, FootKnight was wearing metal. Yeah, there just wasn't much just FootKnight really. Talk about a footnote. I'm sorry, I just had to say it. So, going down this passage, we meet with some bone buzzards. Yes, bone buzzards. See, They did not have the 98 speed that Skullclaws have. Come on, buddy. Over here. Just because they're weaker than Skullclaws doesn't mean Bone Dwellers aren't less annoying. Hi there. Ow. Hey, what's that? It looks like the energy core we saw when the statue blew up. And what? You're going to make my dog to the hordes of unconditional flinching. Yeah, see how you like it. So, yeah, the energy core that Tiny threw somehow ended up here. Yeah, I'll go into the issues with geography later, but right now... Another cutscene. Roar, Ernest. Wait, what the... What's a guy from Nobilia doing here? Yes, Evermore. What have you done with the boy? What have you done with the boy and his big dog? I've sent him on a little journey. I'm going to the other side of the ravine. Aren't you afraid that you'll learn more from they showed from our friends in Antiqua? They'll never get that far. The dragons will take care of them first. Of course you said a suicide mission, you... Besides, we'll get to the other side. If they don't do what I tell them to do, I'll take care of them when they come back. Oh God, jeez. Just... Wow! It's a pretty tough territory for a little puppy dog. But be careful if I were you. Okay. So we're at the bottom of this ravine, so... And it's blue. I just had to... Alright, I should... Yeah, I'm switching Private Hazard back to level 2 level 2 attacking. Level 3 attacking with simply the FootKnight. Anyway. Good horse nowhere to lollygog. It's intense and it's full of meanies. I recommend that you walk softly and talk eating. Well, I talk softly and get you a big axe. Would you like for me to record your progress? Yes, please. So next time we're going to go through this forest at the bottom of the beans. Until then, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day. MKDH out. See you later. Ooh, waterfall.